again from Trap Nation. Hope you're all having an incredible year so far. With the success of the last mix we did, I want to do another one.
Hey guys, good evening. Welcome to Nikola's Chess. Tonight it's without International Master Anna Rudolf. Anna is very busy right now commentating that small tournament in St. Louis, so she is not going to be able to join us tonight. And, however, she's going to be present because if you look closer at the board, you will see that one thing I want to show you guys tonight is a game that Anna played and won against Grandmaster Anna Muzychuk. As some people here may know, I have scheduled. Hey CJ, good night. I love you too. Goodbye. Thank you for joining us. So I have scheduled a match against Grandmaster Anna Muzychuk, and very frankly, I have discovered, looking at her, page on YouTube, and incidentally, that's not a very good picture, that she is an extremely accomplished player. In other words, I have discovered that I am basically a little bit overmatched. So let me, while I'm at that, let me see, my best losses is going to actually be scheduled for September 21st. So I have discovered that I am basically a little bit overmatched. If you look at her career, she has won the World's Rapid Chess Championship in 2016. She won the Women's World Blitz Championship in 2014 and 2016. Her peak rating was 2606. Her current rating is 2535 after she admittedly has a few years. As a matter of fact, Anna has a very accomplished resume in chess world. As a matter of fact, the only thing that's missing from that resume is classical world championship. That incidentally, she's still very strong and very active player, so that's very much in play. And she has been a candidate for world champion many times. So before I further proceed, I just want to give a quick shout out to Fair Twitch and CJ, who were here first, to my dear friend 2511, to Chess Lions, my dear friend Daniel Demovsky, to any Shy Guy, and thank you for joining me. And she was, hey Halvard, it's very good to see you, and user 0, hello, it's very good to see you. She was the fourth woman to cross 2600, and in other words, she is one of the strongest women in history of chess. To be very honest with you, I'm playing these adoption matches, but I found myself a little bit overmatched. This, you guys know this, but yours truly is actually rather fiercely competitive, and I've decided I'm going to pull all stops and do what I can not to get adopted. So this is basically a first of several streams that I'm going to dedicate to preparing for Match with Anna. And today is Wednesday, so on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, there will be a 7 p.m. streams, and there will be a special guest that I'm not able to announce yet. I'll post it on Twitter, and other social media, Discord, and so on, that will gonna help me prepare. So as Halvard is saying, avoiding adoption against Anna is going to be rough. It's going to be tough, but I'm not going to go down, without swinging. I'm going to die with my boots on, and you feel free to, whatever cliche you want to use. I've also been asked to do a stream about my preparation, so I'm going to actually show you guys how I prepare for these matches. And that's going to be dedicated. This tonight's stream is going to be dedicated, adopted. Yeah. So so let me show you this. Yeah, Halvard, yeah, I can relate. And for the record, I was adopted by Aman. Anna is actually, don't quote me in front of Aman. She's probably maybe stronger than Aman. And, I should have been adopted by both Karina Bretsumova. I managed to swingle game 10. And my dear friend Julian Landau had a brain fart or or fell asleep and lost one position in game 10 on time. Anyway, hello Sepper, it's very good to see you. But the reason I'm doing this very frankly or publicly and on stream is that frankly I'm feeling pretty good about my chess recently. I managed to play a very good match against Dina. I managed to draw against Lila Koridze on Sunday. I also beat Alexandra Samoganova. I also played against Laura Unuk earlier today, and I had one position against her and against Aman on Sunday. So I'm feeling pretty good about this. Anyway. Hey, Latin Kid States, very good to see you. Hello, Evan. Hello, Evil-Minded, and so on. Important thing here is that in this series of streams, I'm gonna see if I can help with, if you guys can help me prepare to face what's probably my biggest challenge, which is Anna Muzychuk. So I began this preparation a little bit earlier today, and thankfully my IRL is cooperating, so I'll be able to do this. And I found a very interesting game in which my dear friend and coach, Anna Rudolf, who is not here. Thanks, Drunk Para. I would be more than happy to throw it at me. I am happy to see it. And incidentally, if you guys haven't watched the VOD of Anna Muzychuk in the sub battle, you guys should watch it, and if Sepper, if you don't mind giving a shout out to Anna, that would be greatly appreciated. She was, she came across as a calm and composed lady. She was as fiercely competitive and as upset about losing sub battles as Alexandra Bottas has ever seen. So I'm quite sure she is not gonna let me, she's gonna be as extremely competitive in this match as in any other things. So, not okay. So Drink Pyro, this is C4, C4, E5, okay, knight C3, this. Yes, I'm actually have that on my list of openings to prepare. But first, let me tell you what I basically do to prepare for these matches. I usually try to figure out what are the favorite openings of the players I play with. And to do that, I usually go to start by going to chess.com, and this is, I've already loaded positions that, Anna Muzychuk has played on chess.com with white. And if you look closer, she prefers to play e4 here. It's 71 games out of 12, and then I am a e5 player, so this would be against me. She plays, she would play knight f3, which is a normal move, and after knight c6, she's fairly eclectic in a sense that, she's played bishop b5, bishop b5, 8. Oh, I hate that when this happens. Sorry, guys. I'm supposed to do the arrow. So after knight c6, she plays bishop b5 and bishop c4. And Halvard, I don't believe you being hopeless in any way, shape, and form. Hey, Chess Melissa, it's very good to see you. Anyway, so let me take a look what she does. is there anything useful that I can find from her tendencies? And a6, bishop a4, and looks like that this is a dead end because nobody, she played a surprise number of people that played g6, which doesn't really help me here. But after knight f6, and we're down to 2 games, so there isn't much here, and these guys basically play classical Ruy Lopez, and I'm not gonna go into classical Ruy Lopez with Anna. So that's one thing I wanted to take a quick look. And second, is there anything when she plays that's interesting in the bc4 line? And Anna's sample is fairly small. Surprising number of players played knight f6, which is 2 knights defense, and she plays classical d3, which I'm reasonably familiar for this. So, hey Sepper, no worries my friend, thank you. Hey Theo, no Anna today. Anna is commentating that s'more tournament. Yes, you're right, I'm sounding raspy. Let me get a drink. So, what I'm doing today is I am sharing with you guys my preparation against Anna Muzychuk, who I'm facing in an adoption match on Sunday at noon, and I'm kind of having a hopeless case, like Snowflake in Hell comes to mind, but I'm going to see what I can do. Anyway, hey, just Melissa, yes, I have a PhD in literature. I also have a Cisco CCIE, so that's computer networking equivalent to PhD. So, I can spend lots of time discussing various aspects of my thing. So, thank you. So bishop c5 and c3, and then we go. Actually, people played a6, and okay, I'm actually reasonably familiar with this line. I'm gonna make a note to myself to refresh here. So I have to say that Anna actually hasn't played that many games online here, so there is really nothing here that would help me. And I'm just gonna look at what she plays on the d4, and against he plays knight f3, and nobody played anything interesting. So this is a little bit turning, chess.com database is turning to be a little bit of a dead end for me. And since Drunk Pyro mentioned that she may have a special line in this, okay, so this looks like a normal Catalan defense. Okay, some sort of a cross between English and Catalan. Fine, I can handle this. I don't like to play c6, but okay, I'll prepare for this. Yeah. Which line is Black Knight's Tango? All right, so I'm actually not familiar with that opening to you. If you can help me, that would be great. So I'm gonna switch now, and I'm gonna see what she plays against. Oh, d4, knight c6. I'm not familiar with it, so I would need to acquire the opening this. And I don't think, honestly, I have time to do this before Sunday. Anyway, so I'm gonna look at the games that she played as. Come on, give it to me. Chess.com. Don't give me. All right. So as black. All right. So as black, I'm an e4 player. I'm gonna stick the e4. She normally plays either e5 or c5. Okay, as e5 there is nothing unusual here, and oh, she actually does play perfect. So I'm gonna make a note to myself that I'm actually gonna play I can play fried liver, which nobody played against her, so I'm gonna put myself a note there, and I have actually lines prepared there. So, I'm going to play knight g5, and after whatever she ends up playing, I'm actually pretty well prepared there. And here is where this becomes Yeah, the truth be told, neither was I. But if you play, and I'm going to actually show this. So if you play the good line, which is this, and obviously you don't go here, and then play bishop d3, and then play knight e4 afterwards. It's fairly that line has a lot of possibilities for white to draw the position, and I'm here. I have an advantage that all I need to do is to play this, and I'm reasonably familiar with this line now. It's something along the lines of knight d5, knight e4, and then this, and then castle, and so on. And I'll spare you guys the details. So, okay, Theo, cool. I'll take a look. I actually do play knight c6 in quite a lot of King's Indian variations, so that might be interesting. Okay, I'm going to actually copy and paste that in my notes. So, all right. So, but frankly, this database in chess.com doesn't have much advantage for me because the samples of games are really tiny. She played less than 100 games. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to I'm actually going to pop up the big guns here, and I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm going to do this in ChessBase. So just bear with me. So this is, and I hope you guys can actually see these. This is the same thing, but this is basically the big gun. This is the ChessBase, and I hope you guys can see this. So here you can basically see the, her all tendencies. Okay, I'm gonna copy that and put it in my notes, unless you want me to look at it now. But thank you. Honestly, any help is very greatly appreciated. I can use any help. So when you look here, and I'm still raspy, you see here that she basically played 880 games with e4. She even plays the bird, which actually I'm happy about because I'm fairly familiar with birds f4, e5, and so on lines. I'd be happy to play that. So let's see what she does after e4. So most of her opponents played c5 against her. So I'm the e5 player, and okay, knight f3, knight c6, and let's see. So she basically plays, and honestly, this is why it's tough playing against Anna. Anna is a complete player. I'm not going to name any names, but some of the players I played against, you here have a very dominant opening, and you can basically follow the line. Like some people play exclusively Ryu Lopez and so on. She basically plays virtually everything. And for the record, I'm here prepared, not just performing here. I'm studying this myself. So let's see, bishop b5, a6. I'm curious one thing. One of my favorite openings is martial attack, and I actually want to see if she actually allows it. So after castling, bishop e7, rook e1, b5. Hey, okay, thanks. Thanks, Daniel. I'm gonna post it now. And only 2 games somebody played the castle, and she actually allowed marshal. Okay, and nobody played marshal against her. Interesting. Wow. Okay, that's very good to know. So that indicates that she may not, I'm not saying not familiar with the theory, but she may that might be something that I may find useful. So after e5, she obviously played knight f3. I may need to refresh my Vienna a little bit, but knight c6, and she also played, and she actually has a better score with bishop on c4. And after knight f6, wow, that's interesting. She actually played fried liver 12 times. That's interesting. And somebody even played Traxler against her. That's actually very brave against her. Anyway, Theo, if this is a question about French and Sicilian, I really played... oh, that's a question for Halvard. Yeah, I don't play either French or Sicilian, though, you know, I'm starting to have some understanding of French better. Okay, so after d5, takes... a5, no surprises here. I can actually play this. Takes. Okay, so she plays bishop e2, and these games are when? Oh, they're all very old. She played them in 2009 and 2002 and 2000. So this line may actually not show itself up. But okay, I can play this. I'm very familiar with this. So no surprises here. And finally, let me take a look at the Scotch. If there is any surprises there. And I am normally playing knight f6. So she takes. Ah, she plays e5. Okay. Obviously queen d7, queen e2, standard move, and d5, c4, bishop a6. Ooh, interesting. She only played this 2 times, which is now the main line, and b3. Okay, so I am, you know, I'm actually gonna take a quick look here. That's actually starting to be interesting. All right, Castle Long. Okay, I'm not familiar with this, but she basically beat everybody who played this against her, and I think g6 is the modern theory these days. Yeah, however, bishop a6 is actually these days the standard theoretical line. All right. So guys, I'm in a little bit of trouble. I basically need to be ready for both Rio Lopez for Italian, fried liver, and Scotch. Okay, that's gonna be a little bit tough. Well, I didn't expect this not to be tough. But in other words, I'm not seeing anything here that I can grab my hands off. It's, you know, g6. Knight a3 and knight b4. I can't believe, and it looks like, yeah, this doesn't look. Oh, he played this against Sabina Foysor, who is actually, you know, who is actually a fellow streamer and very strong player. Actually, let's take a quick look at that game. And I'm not sure. I hope you guys can actually see this. No, you can't. Ah, darn stupid thing. Open the new window. All right, I'll take a quick look. Yeah, I'm not Witkowski 19. Thank you. I haven't seen this bishop a3 before. I am gonna have to check it out. So, all right, another note to myself. You know, it looks like c5 is a natural move here. But I might be completely wrong. Anyway, okay. Yeah, so g6, f4 is probably the main line today. All right. Good news is that I'm reasonably familiar with this, with all of this. All right, so let's. But what's interesting here is that this basically tells us that she plays e4 almost exclusively with some f4, and you know, I can probably play c4 without some sort of a problem. Okay. All right. So that's kind of the first step here. It's okay. So let me figure out what we can do to what does she play as black? And okay, hold on. I need to figure out how to do this. Bear with me. So this is white, and she's an e4 player. And on chess.com, we haven't seen anything to contradict it. All right, let's take a quick look now. And by the way, just so you guys are familiar with this screen, this is Fat Fritz, which is basically Lila running locally, which is for me the best Lila engine. And Lila in this iteration shows you the evaluation in percentages, which I kind of like. It's basically Lila plays the position against itself. So she basically says she won 55% of the games, which basically means 37% more for white, 35% equal, and 28%. And this is the usual stockfish. And when you get into some weird positions, you will discover that these are, these can wildly vary. This is stockfish, this is the Pritz routine, and so on. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything here that was very useful. And a full disclosure here is that against some of these matches, I was able to find tendencies that were rather straightforward. I don't see anything here. Let me take a quick look at how this works if Anna is black. All right, let me see here. Okay, Anna Muzychuk, dossier, this, and I'll bring it up as soon as I will bring. Okay, so here we are, and I'm gonna. All right, so it's doing the database scan. All right, so while this is running, and it's gonna take a little bit of time, this is Anna as black. Okay, let me resize this screen so I can show this to you guys. I need to. All right, let's go here. All right, bear with me for a second. I'm gonna adjust OBS in a second. So that was white. This is gonna be now the same setup, but as black. Okay, so let me just adjust OBS so you guys can see it. Chess base and black. Where is? It would be nice if this thing would actually behave. Come on. All right, so let me add another source. That's a window capture. Bear with me. This is a new source. Okay. So let's see. Streamers OBS. All right. So this is basically going to be, and I'm just going to drag this over just for 1 second. So this is the same analysis thing, but this time for white. Okay, so Anna playing as black. And as I think you guys already know, I am basically I'm an e4 player. So let's see. She plays. Okay. So she basically plays at. She basically overwhelmingly plays c5. And then after knight f3, she plays e6. And then d4, takes, a6. Okay. This is actually good news for me, because I played a game against Karina in which Karina played this extensively, and if you look here, nobody actually played the variation with h3 here. In other words, what I'm going to see if I can do in this position instead of playing any of these classical lines, and you will discover that you know, obviously Anna is very successful in these lines. So I'm going to see if I can play h3 in this position. Nobody played that against her, and I'm going to see if I can transpose this into h3 Sicilian that I'm very familiar with, and that's actually what was played in the game 10 against Karina. So that's a very nice plus for me. And I'm gonna put this, so let me see if I can take advantage of this. So so that's one good news. Let's see what happens in e4. She also played d5 sufficient number of times, and after d5, wow, she plays knight f6. Okay, so note to self, put myself a note, get the, thank you, Tia, I'll grab that, and 5 queen d3, Zemex, which opening is that? Is 5 queen d3 played? I'm sorry, I lost track. If you can post it in the, you will post it in chat. Oh, in Paulson. Okay. So, okay. You know, I'll take a look at that. I'll put a note. The thing is, you know, my strategy here is to get Anna, if I possibly can, into something she's not familiar with. And my educated guess is that she's not familiar with Adam's attack and h3 Sicilian, because nobody played that against her. And I have played quite a lot of games. So that's, you know, that's possible thing here. And yeah, d4 is the book move. But, you know, if you take a look here, and here is where, let's see. So most people play d4, 41 games. All right, so d4 takes, and interesting. This is Huyefan playing c4 in this position, not knight f3. Okay, so basically, if you look here, these illustrate Grandmaster games. So this is basically played on a very top level, and basically, she played it at the top of this of him. So let's see what happens with c4, knight b6, knight f3, and she played g6 almost exclusively, with 10% score for white. Okay, so make a note and see if I can look into something here. So basically prepare for Scandinavian and knight f6. I have, you know, I have a line that I may take advantage of, which is the line that begins with bishop, you know, it begins with, after knight f6, that begins with bishop b5. And let me see here, and then bishop c4 and bishop g4. That's a horrible, but she didn't. Okay. Okay, I'm in a little bit of trouble here, but I'm actually encouraged because I think I can neutralize the Sicilian here if I play h3. And I'm obviously going to play e4, and after e5, I don't think she's going to play French. Let's see what she plays in French. c3, and she plays Vinaver, but that's only 2 games. All right, if she plays this, I'm gonna transpose this into exchange French. Okay. All right, so what I wanted to do this together with you guys is basically when I'm trying to maximize, I try to play this out in some ways. This is basically the beginning of my prep against Anna, and I'm trying to figure out if there is anything I can use in the openings that might be beneficial for me. I haven't really found anything, and this is she also, people played c4. I'm not going to play c4, f4, and so on and so forth. Okay, but good news here is that I need to basically prepare for h3 Sicilian and expect a fried liver, and that's actually all fairly straightforward, and she apparently allows martial attack, which is actually beneficial for me. Okay, so that's basically the first part of my preparation, and I'm going to update this, and my future guest is going to obviously have plenty to add to this. But this is basically what I try to do, and I spend a couple of hours doing this, each preparation. I'm basically trying to maximize whatever advantage I have in preparation. For example, against Chiu, I found a very specific line that she routinely plays that was very specifically bad for white in martial attack, and I ended up drawing that game following that line. So anyway, so that's number one. Let's now go, but that doesn't answer the following question, and I'm gonna now put chess base away, and I want to actually bring hold on, let's get this chess base down, and we're gonna spend more time talking about openings, but before then, the question is, and I'm a little bit of a firm believer in good old Dr. Lasker's thing that you should be able to play against your opponent's style. So to answer that question, and since today is the day when I normally stream with Anna Rudolf, I have found this game that I'm going to take opportunity to take a look at with you guys. I haven't really looked at it, I just saw it. So this is a game, and Anna that was played. I think they had a mini match of 3 games, and I'm not sure whether they did it on a stream or how they did it. But this is Anna Rudolf versus Anna Muzychuk, and that might have been Hand and Brain, or I don't know what that was. It may be 4 Anna's match or something, but it's very interesting. So let me actually take a look at this with you guys, and if you look closer, you see that the accuracy here is fairly amazing. It's actually pretty darn good. I only get accuracy like this better if I'm playing theoretical lines. But interesting part here is that this is a game that Anna won. Yeah, it's probably 4 Annas, but let me take a look because, all right, so e4, c5, fine, knight f3, e6. So this is the go-to opening against e4 for Anna Muzychuk. Okay, d4 takes, and you're saying that I should play queen d3 here. Okay, that may not be this. Yeah, exactly, Latinkista. There is no way Anna would not win. All right, so d6, Okay, that's Scheveningen. Thank you. Bishop a2. Very good move. I have to admit that I'm out of my depth in this a little bit. Okay. All right. I normally much prefer to play some version of Marozzi Bind or Najdorf. Oh, and I'm sorry, Daniel. I still owe you the song. Let me put this in. Okay. Blah. So let me pause this, start a new window, and let's see what did Daniel pick. Oh, Tamne Noc, Dark is Night. Thank you. That should be good. All right. Thanks, Daniel. Very greatly appreciated. All right. So let's go back here. So this is all normal book moves. This is basically position is equal. Bishop e3, castles, castles. Knight c4, knight c6, f4. Okay, fairly aggressive. Computer doesn't really like that move. It's actually just disappeared from the top 5. f4, e5. All right, knight f5. Wow. Okay. This is not theory. Bishop f5 takes, you know, queen d7, takes. Queen e1. Okay, I guess this is fairly interesting. Queen d1, rook d1, queen c7, g4. I wonder, I actually need to look at the stream and find out who Anna was playing this with. Anna Rudolf, I know, would never play g4, but there we are. Okay. h6, h4. Okay. That's impressive. A knight d4. Okay, best move. g5. Knight c2. Wow. All right. I need to find the stream. This is impressive. Okay, knight e3. That's actually a blunder. And it's a blunder because it allows, gf6. Yeah, Theogantis, and yeah, look at this. It's like, okay, bishop f6, queen e3, and is it me or is white a piece up? Okay, but for what? 3 pawns, fine. Okay. You know, I'm not sure how much I can judge from this game. I can guarantee you that this queen e7 was played by Anna Rudolf. It's free stuffs. Queen d5, rook a4. Hey, Anna, it's very good to see you. We are actually watching a game that I think it was for the 4 Anna's match that you won against Anna Muzychuk. And I have to say, I'm very impressed here. Thank you for joining us. I'm actually quite impressed here that, pushing pawns in front of the king, g5, take on f6. Whoa, okay. Haha. That's cool. That actually is very nice. Thanks, Sapper Cooking. Shout out to Anna. All right, so take on f6, take on e3, takes on h4, rook d5. Okay, slight imprecision, knight e4, and yes, free stuff. Perfect. Anna Maya made you go aggressive and it worked. You know what? Thank you, Anna. That's actually what I was hoping to hear in this stream. That's hype. This is not aggressive. This is hyper aggressive. This is Nigel Short level aggressive. Ljubomir Ljubojevic level aggressive. Okay. Oh wow. All right. Nice. And interesting, you see what? Okay, this game is immensely helpful because you can see how the, obviously, you know, part of it might be Anna crumbling, but what's interesting here is that there is a significant indication of white's. Thank you. I'm kind of looking forward to it too. I'm basically desperately trying to figure out how not to get adopted. All right, so this is now a one endgame that I have no doubt that Anna Rudolf and Anna Maya would win, and they won. Okay. So here is, this is actually extremely useful, and why is it extremely useful? It's extremely useful that illustrates, you know, or confirms something that I kind of already suspected, having watched Anna Muzychuk play with Elizabeth Pachts and so on and so forth. Anna is a positional player, and this is a wild position that she was not comfortable with. And I actually watched a little bit that sub battle today between her team and Pablo's team. And okay, so note to self: brush up on Latvian Gambit. All right. Okay. And Anna is here, so I'm going to behave myself. Play Grob. Also, Levi Rosman had this E6, B6 course that she said she didn't like. Okay. All right. So, Anna, congratulations. This was a fabulous game. You guys won. So let me look here at one more thing here. And let's look at some, let's see if in the archive, and just bear with me, guys, I'm going to bring this up. If I can find other games. Hey, Handbrain, it's very good to see you. Let's see what, there was one more game that I wanted to share. It's a game in which two Annas had a completely one position as well. No, that wasn't it. It was this. Yeah, it was this one. Okay, no, that was a close game, and yeah, 97.5% accuracy is not gonna help me. That's, you know, and let me say this. I still remember a game that I played against Danya in which I had 96.9 accuracy, but Danya had 99.3, and I was crushed in like 22 moves. So yeah, all right, let's see here. This may be interesting. Yeah, there is actually quite a few games here, Hedgehog. It's almost not enough for a decent sample. But let's see here. Let's look at the report. Oh, wow. Okay, so this is interesting. Let's see. So, all right, so d4, d5. Okay, that's not interesting. But how on earth is, you know, this is what? Minus 416 and this and that. I need to see how that happened. Queen e2, b3, takes. Okay, all straightforward. I don't even want to see this. Rook c1, takes. Okay, takes knight d2. Okay. All right. Compute. And wasn't this... Hold on a second. This is a piece blunder, right? Hold on. Takes and takes and takes and takes and take and e5. Okay. What happens if they take on this? Then this is winning. Huh. Okay. Nice. So knight e2 is a blunder. That blundered the tactic. Okay. Good. Rook c8, queen d2, bishop e4. I don't see anything bad here. Takes, all fairly normal. What happened in this game? Okay, so I shouldn't really draw any conclusions out of this game, because this looks like a normal hand and brain game. Okay. Yeah, and I can tell that. Thanks. Of course, believe me, I played enough hand and brain games. I know how that feels. Thank you. Yeah. All right. All right, so this is not useful. Yeah, okay. You did, but that's not the point. The point here is... The point is that you went... Okay. All right. All right, I don't want to... But... Okay, yeah. All right. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. That's fine. And for the... All right, that looks like one of my end games, actually. All right. Okay. All right. So, guys, here is... oh, okay, gotcha. So you wanted to take on f4 twice, which is, yeah, that's fairly typical. Yeah, and so when you played, yeah, I see here, yeah, and that's basically when you, yeah, yep, I see that. Okay. And that's that plan with queen c2 is basically too slow. Yeah, because they have knight g6, and then the bishop cannot stop the pawn. Wow. Interestingly enough, if white doesn't have knight g7 in this position, and they found knight g7, it's a draw. That's a great game. Okay. All right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, but interesting situation here, and obviously this is hand and brain game, so its usefulness is limited, that, you know, this should be a dead draw, but you actually, Anna, you managed to completely outplay them. All right, so, and the most important part of this, if you look at the report, is this. That knight d2. Okay. So guys, here is basically what the plan is. I think I now know what my strategy here that will improve my chances or allow me to play, to try to swindle half a point out of 10 games against you know, somebody who was world champion 3 times. Basically, I need to be hyper aggressive. Because it looks like that, you know, the good old Miss Messy versus Miss Solid meme with her international master Elizabeth Becks actually is true. I need to go into some sort of a wild moves. I need to play hyper aggressive opening. I need to prepare for H3 Sicilian. See if I can. Let me see one more thing here, and I'm gonna go back to the opening explorer for a second. So if she's black, if she plays C5, she can play A6, and instead of what I can also do here, I can see if, let me see, oh, this was played against my friend Tactics in chess. Actually, this is, these are all her things. Maybe I can try to play C4 and transpose this into some sort of a Marazzi bind, which I'm going to be I'm reasonably familiar with. Okay. All right, so that's actually very instructive. And against, let's see something here. Has anybody played? No, nobody played Belgrade Gambit. What does she play against King's Gambit? She plays D5. Okay, so she plays the Fischer lines. Okay, yeah, I don't have anything there. That's a very solid line that doesn't give white anything. All right, and finally, looking at positions for white. Okay, come on. All right, let's see what else is here. E4, let's go back. Haha, okay. Bernal played H4, which is brave. Nobody played Grub. Not that I want to play Grub, it's almost borderline disrespectful. But nobody played Grub. Okay. All right. Okay, so that is hugely helpful. So what I'm gonna do now is I am gonna take another quick look at some of the games in the archive. And let's see what else can we find there. So these are my games. Let's look at Anna's games and look at the games that she lost. Okay, and let's look. Okay, we're gonna look at the rated games, and we're gonna look at the rated games for people who are within my ratings range. Oops, or lower. Let's see. Oh, that's ouch. That's not very that's not very encouraging. Basically, she never on chess.com lost a game against anybody who is all right. Let's try a different ratings range. Oops. Actually, I'm gonna do 0 to 2100, and let's see what we can. Yeah, Drank Pyro. I know. Let's be realistic. My chances of surviving this adoption match are basically non-existent. But, you know, a guy got to try. All right, so let's see. Did she lose a game against anybody who is... All right, CommonChess.com. Oh, these are my games. No, that will be plenty of those. Oh. Okay. Oh. Hey, Chiquitas. Thank you for the rating with a party of 64. That's very greatly appreciated. Hey, Laura. It's very good to see you guys. Just giving a quick shout out to Chiquitas. Chiquitas are 3 very strong players from Slovenia. Hey, Omid. Big O, thank you for another raid for the party of 18. That's very greatly appreciated. So let's give Chiquitas, who are 3 ladies from Slovenia, against one of them. Lara Janželja actually played an adoption match. She's actually my half mom. And I also played an adoption match against Omid Malek, and that both of those matches were very tough. Omid basically, you know, half dad is my half dad, so half mom meet my half dad. It's very good to see you, Omid. I am trying to prepare for Anna Muzychuk, and I am frankly running a tad scared. So that's very good. So thank you for stopping by. I have already made a couple of discoveries for the raiders. Thank you, Constantino07. Yeah, with Vidikovsky, I think it's hopeless too, but you know, let's give it a try. The question here is how I can maximize things, and what I have discovered during this stream, which has been lasting for about an hour, is that my chances increase. I think I'll verify that as I keep preparing. What if I play some sort of unbalanced and aggressive positions? And also I found couple of lines that Anna plays that I may be able to work on. One of my favorite opening lines against Sicilian is the H3, some sort of a version of Adam's attack. I might be able to force that. My match against Karina Abartsumova was basically was won, quote unquote, in the game 10 by playing that line, so I might be able to replicate that line. But more importantly, here are 103 games that oh, okay, so yeah, this is any results that may explain this. Let's see, lost, and what do we get? Okay, very good. This is actually more encouraging. So let's see. First, there is a game that Anna Rudolf, who, by the way, I need to say this, and I don't know if Anna is here or not, and you know, I hope she's here. I don't mind her hearing this. Anna Rudolf always says that she's a retired player and that she's not doing this. Hey, good night, Chiquitas. Thank you. Oh, you got 2300. Congratulations. Good night. Sleep well. That's a huge goal. I'm very happy that you guys reached 2300. So Anna Rudolf was a very successful member of a Hungarian Olympic team, and you know, she is as fiercely competitive as anybody I know. But that's, I don't want to say well hidden, that's definitely there. She is extremely tough player, and when you bring that out in her, you're in trouble. So anyway, so we have seen this game. Let me take a quick look at this Eagle Perch, 1200 player. Let's see, let's do the analysis. And I'm actually curious. So she played this. Okay. And oh, thank you for the follow, and that's very greatly appreciated. So let's see, look at the report. Okay, so this guy is 98.6 accurate with 1200. That probably indicates that he was a very strong player who was sandbagging. But nevertheless, let's take a quick look. All right, so he played c4, g3, and okay. All right, so this is a pretty interesting position. Okay. All right. Interesting game. All right. I'm not fine. I mean, this is. Oh, Drank Pyro. This was a sub-simul. Okay, that explains that. This was. That's good to know. Thank you, Drank Pyro. Okay. I don't play this. And I'm not sure I have time until Sunday to acquire a new opening, especially while I'm playing against 2600 Grandmaster. Alright, so that's reasonably useful. Yeah, it looks like a King's Indian attack. Fair enough. Okay, we're gonna close this. Alright, let's go back. And of course, chess.com is gonna force me to do this. Don't. Chess.com, don't do this to me. So I need to do the search again. There's games. Anna Muzychuk. Lost. Advanced. 0 to 2100. Okay. All right. So I don't know who this gentleman is. So this was Tactics in Chess, who is I'm familiar with. Let's see. All right. Let's look. So this e4, c5, knight f3, a6 line. And Tactics in Chess played c4, e6. So, yeah, okay. That's an interesting line. Oh, this was Anna Brain with Lizzie. Geez, Drunk Pyro, I should hire you as a coach. Yeah, okay. So this is not gonna be the case. All right. Yeah, okay. But still, you know, this line is actually useful because this is actually a typical Marazzi bind with full f4, which is not bad. This, yeah, thanks, Drunk Pyro, I appreciate that. Yeah, okay. Still, yeah, messy, but a playable opening. If you look closer, you know, Drank Pyro here ended up better out of opening, and obviously this accuracy is a product of chess, hand, and brain. Okay, so that's useful. What else is useful? Oh yeah, chess.com is gonna give me pain always. All right. Let's do this. Others games. Anna Muzychuk. Lost. Advanced. There is one game I want to really take a look. It's my this was against the GRZK, because GRZK is a fairly strong player. I think him and I are rather close in strength. So she blundered here or something. What happened here? Oh no, okay. So she blundered a mate. This must have been also hand and brain, so this doesn't really count. This is probably also hand and brain. Let me take a look at that. me see here. Yeah, G3 F5. All 3 plus 5 and hand and brain. Okay, thank you, Drunk Pyro. That's very nice of you, and that's very greatly appreciated. All right, so that she's not gonna play this. So is there anything here that's not 3 and 5? No, there isn't. Darn. And obviously Nikki and okay. All right, so nothing really useful here apart from this game and this eagle perch game. Okay. All right. All right, these are my games. Let me... Hey, I'm Pandemonium. Let me look at... Let me see if I can find any other lost game that's interesting, and I'm gonna expand this to 2100 to 2200. Let's see if there. Oof, God. This is not. This training session is not going very encouraging, to be very frank with you guys. Ah, very good. That's interesting. So she played f4. Okay, add to that to the list. So it's quite possible that she can play f4 against me. Yeah, unfortunately I can't do it on stream. Chess.com is probably not going to be happy that I'm using ChessBase, but I think I can. At least that's not the website. Okay, so let me see here. f4, e takes. But you see, the King Mora didn't play the critical variation here, which was g5. This is Fromm's Gambit. Okay, I'm glad I saw this, because that can come into play. And this was not, let's see, this was not for sure. Yeah, cool. Oh, this was for sure not a hand and brain game. All right, so I need to brush up my Fromm, which I'm actually quite familiar with. That's not gonna be a problem. Luigi f4 b6. Okay, I'm actually not familiar with it. All right, let's bump up to 2300. Lost 2200 to 2300. And let's see here. Okay, so we are getting here. All right, bullet game, I'm not gonna bother. Oh, Elizabeth Pechts played, but that's 960. Okay, I'm not even, that's a 960 game, and this is oh, Chicken Morales, you were much better in one game against Anna, then you blundered. Yeah, I can completely relate. Let's see, what do we have here? How is she 2120? Alright, so that's probably early in her. So, English defense. Ah! Haha. Okay. B6, E6. F5. Alright. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. Huh. All right, I'm actually gonna download the PGN of this game because this is actually quite interesting. Okay. I love how you can't do back here. Okay. Oh, nope, not my games. Others' games. Advanced 2100 to 2200. Okay, these are all. So I'm gonna go to 2200 to 2300. Okay. Bullet games, we have seen this. Let's see, who is this Erika VD? Kara. Okay. I'm not gonna play Kara. No, that's not useful. Okay, let me just see what was. Sorry, guys. So what happened in this game? Okay. Okay, so she sacrificed a pawn and then misplayed this attack and that was yeah, Luigi, you're exactly right. That's interesting. I think I know what to do, guys, actually. I played, yeah, possibly. Queen a7, that's the best move. Bishop d3 is a blunder, but then it's a counter blunder. Yeah, Rook b7 was winning immediately because, yeah, Rook b7 was an immediate win here. Yeah. Because after Queen b7, Rook c1, and you have this King and Queen attack, Queen and Rook attack there. Okay. All right, I have to say something. I am a little bit happy and unhappy about this because, and this is why I wanted to share this with you guys. And for the record, you know, it's an honor for me to be in the same board or same website as Anna Muzychuk. She is you know, one of the greatest players in chess today, and probably in top 50 player in history. She is, I think, number 4 in the world today. I think I found what I was looking for, and I'll you know, and I'm gonna look some more because unfortunately I kind of need to add this stream. I have unfortunately an IRL meeting in about 10 minutes. But the purpose of this stream was for me to see what is it that I need to do to improve my chances, slim as they are. And I think I found them. There are a couple of openings that I can, yes, exactly. Muzychuk is Karpov of 20 teens world, chess world. She's a very strong positional player. She believes in, if you want, in a truth and objectivity in chess. And she is Karpov, or to go back to the players I played against, and no disrespect to either of them, she has a similar style as Dina Belenkaya does. And the style is, meaning she's very comfortable in positional play when things are clear and everything else. So the joke between her and Elizabeth Pecht is actually true. She, it's Miss Solid versus Miss Messy. So basically what I need to do in this match is to channel my own inner Elizabeth Pecht and see what I can do to swindle, or try to go there. Okay, so very good. So that's gonna determine the openings I'm gonna play. I'm basically try to play some very disruptive openings. I'm gonna see if I can force h3 Sicilian. I'm looking here at my notes. I'm gonna see, no worries, Drank Pyro, I'm not playing to London. No worries. Though I very frankly, when I was playing Karina Ambartsumova, I was considering playing Jobava London, but no worries, no, London is kind of not there. I'm gonna be prepared to play against f4. I'm gonna play the From's Gambit Lasker variation, which is f4, e5, g5. Adam Pondemonian, the match is on Sunday, and I'm gonna brush up on a couple of openings, maybe take a look at Levy's e6, b6 course and so on. Okay. Yeah, Luigi, yes, I have it in note. Take a look at b6 line versus bird, and that's my best practical chance. All I need to do is to draw one game. And hey, Julian, thank you for the raid with a party of 18. I'm here, as somebody who was literally 3 seconds away from adopting me. I'm here trying to avoid adoption against Grandmaster Anna Muzychuk, and I think I'm a little depressed because her openings are very eclectic. I see nothing there, but I think I've figured out a way how to maximize my chances. And all right, good night, Hedgehog. Thank you for being here. Hey, Joe Bruin, let's give a shout out to Joe. Okay, Joe is a fellow streamer and dear friend. So I'm here trying my very best to figure out. And to summarize for the Raiders, I think I need to channel my inner Elizabeth Pechts and play as messy as possible. Because if I play positionally, I'm gonna get slaughtered. It's gonna be like play against Dina times 100. All right, guys, I don't have much of a chance. I'm ready here to die with my boots on. Thank you, White Nose. It's very good to see you again here. Program announcement is that I'm gonna have, starting tomorrow, I'm gonna have a guest to help me prepare. I'm gonna send the announcement as to who the guest is very shortly. There will be 3 more streams, all of them at 7 p.m. And the match itself is at noon Eastern time on Sunday. So I'm looking forward, actually looking forward to the match, looking forward to preparing. I think these matches have been extremely useful for my chess advancement. Hvala Adama. I'm looking forward to playing the match. And let's give a thank you, Evil-Minded. That means a lot. The question here is, who should we raid? Let's see whom is available to be raided. And obviously, all right. So let's see. Blah blah. There is St. Louis Chess Club. There is Chiu. Is Chiu actually playing chess? Is an interesting question.
People would be like,
She actually is. Do you guys have any suggestions as far as hey Kevin, my friend, thank you so much for gifting the subs. That's 5 subs. That's very greatly appreciated. So all right, thank you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I think I'm just gonna raid the bra. They have been very supportive of my streaming and my chess progress recently. So sending you to the bra. I think Dan is playing the stuff. Thanks, Julian. Good night, guys. I'm gonna hopefully see you guys tomorrow, and we'll go from there. All right, come on, go. Good night. Oh, sorry, Luigi. Just already sent the raid to the bra. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.